It's got to say something, and I do not even know what I'm going to say. But I know it's going to be positive, and it will reach somebody, and because of it, they will have a good day. Hey, that rhymed. Mm-hmm. 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 What shall I say? What shall I say? What shall I say? The life, my friend, my Italian friend, always starts conversation like, in the life, in the life. Look, you know, in the life. Very beautiful guy. What can I say? To all you people out there. Oh, yo, living life, wanting, attempting to be happy, trying to be happy in ways, using things to become happy, substance, possessions, money, all of that stuff. All of that stuff that brings us comfort and stability, but rarely consistent internal joy and peace and love. So what brings us those things? Number one is the health. The health. It is not always easy to live with the not a good health, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes you reach a point in your life where you might develop something, a chronic condition, injury, whatever. It's whatever. So you have to learn how to find gratitude again on a larger level. You have to really dig deep when you're going through health issues, strong health issues especially. That's when you really have to find your gratitude and your enjoyment and your love for life, because that's what will heal you. And I'm speaking from experience, like large experience, like to the point where I was almost dead experience. So number one is health. Look after your health, you know, eat well, feel well, have that gratitude, move, do exercise, don't overdo it like I have many times in my life. Stretch, all of that stuff, you know, to do with direct health. And then obviously going into the emotional side of things, yeah, your gratitude and your love and your appreciation, and then your relationships, which is where all that stuff stems to. And that's number two, your relationships. So whether it be friendships, deep relationships, stranger connectivities, your relationship to the world. Look, there's a relationship to everything, obviously, like your shoes, the sky, whatever, how you feel about it. But your relationships as in to people and the way you connect. Some people connect through art, dance, acting, straightforwardness, joking, whatever. There's so many different ways, but you've got to do it in a way that feels best and most beautiful to yourself. If you feel good helping people in certain ways, if you feel good sharing arts, intriguing things, whatever, you know, like your relationship. So it's your health, then your relationship, and then it becomes more into number three. I'll link the two as in like work and purpose. Not always easy to do, to link your work with your purpose, and that's where a lot of people get stuck. Like they're out here doing things that don't resonate with them. Little do they know it's going against their purpose. We all have a purpose, and it's not like, oh man, I'm just this and that's my purpose. Like, you will feel your purpose. You will feel something you do directly for animals, other people, the earth, whatever. Like, it will excite you. And it can be connected to like your more artistic, intrinsic side, but your purpose usually relates to, well, it does relate to, it relates to what you have of service. That's your purpose. And that's why they're all interconnected, because like if you look, like a lot of people's jobs will be very much related to their relationships, their enjoyment, their hobbies, building, people will build homes. Like, it's all very interconnected. Like, okay, so if you have good health, you're more likely to have good relationships. And if you have good relationships, you're more likely to have good health, because people care about you. You have healthy people around you that care better, like, about your physical, mental, spiritual health. But in steps, one thing always leads to the other being better, and you have to sort of take into consideration what is most important. Okay, so this is how I've always defined, or I've had to define it, because it can be tricky, but to kind of narrow it down and pinpoint it a bit more, what is number one? Number one is health. Like I just said, it's number one. Like you get up in the morning, you feel totally like shit, your body, your mind is off, like your health, your mental health, your physical health, it is number one. So you keep that in check. Naturally, the relationships you gravitate towards, you will be a much better component for them. And because you're resonating at a different level, you will attract a different level, and the level that you do also still attract that you don't want, you will either change or you'll walk away from, because you are now thoroughly honed in on your health and you don't want to be around people that keep abusing their health. So naturally, your relationships and the people you allow in will be better for that. So you fix your health, your relationships become better, more prominent, whatever, and then you start to think about my purpose and my job or whatever. And quite often, people that really take care of their health and their relationships, they're very loving people, and they often will gravitate towards jobs or purposes that have offerings of this to other people. Coaching, whatever, like PTing, spiritual coaching, career coaching, whatever. Like there's many different sort of avenues out there where people, they link health and relationships and work together. They start to become like coaches. But you can also be like, there's people out there that, they're builders, or they work in different things, like whatever, like they can just do standard normal jobs within society. When I say normal, not normal, but like not considered, you know what I mean. Just a normal job, and that person can be very healthy, very connected, very loving, and just bring that to the place of work, whether it be in an office or wherever on the work site, and they just bring that. But quite often, when you really keep your health and your relationships in check and whatnot, people will eventually end up gravitating more towards roles that are of the embodiment of people, still themselves, animals, again, the earth, whatever you feel. Or they stay in the role that they choose, and they just learn to retract quite a bit, because quite often in standard positions in work, it comes with people that are only there solely for the money, and we end up operating at a dollar vibration because of that. Even though, yeah, we need it, I understand that, I'm not against anyone, but it dulls your emotion. It makes you less happy you are, more grumpy you might be, less tolerant, less likely people want to be around you. So like when you really work on yourself and you start to go into environments like that consistently, you start to try and really find ways to get out of environments like that consistently. You start to try and sort of be of your own in a place where you can be of your own. And that's something I had to learn, So yeah, that's it. So you just focus on your health, eating really well, movement, relationships, bring love, bring a lot of love, bring kindness, bring care. Always, be attentive, but also learn that when you need space and time to reflect and rest, give yourself that as well. And always gravitate towards your heart with relationships, but when it comes to your work and your purpose as well. And if your purpose is calling you and you know it, whatever it be, and you're not quite sure if you're going to be able to make an income from it at this point, because it's doable. No matter what it is, it's doable. People out there are doing it, whatever it is, it's doable at some point. Go towards it anyway. And if you can just sort of sacrifice somewhat to make enough to just keep going and eating and feeding whoever you need to feed and housing and whatnot, go towards it, because that's the very thing that gives you your oomph. Oomph, that's a technical word, oomph. Your oomph, nigga, oomph. Yeah, go towards it. You got a passion in your heart, go towards it, do it, and watch your fire burn, and then get excited even more of, oh, you know what, maybe I can. Yeah, look, I'm good at this. I like this thing. You'll naturally be good at it because you're drawn to it. It's your thing. You love it. You can't not be good at something that you love that much doing. You know, you'll be great at it. So go towards it, and then realize that, you know, I can make money off this. People are really loving what I'm doing, and I want to do this. This is what I'm going to do. Then you, whether it's for a client base or whatever, you know, you throw a line out, you get one for what it is, whatever it is you want to do, and you get some reciprocation, thankfulness from people and finances. Then you're like, shit, I'm on. Like, wow. Like, you look at this money, you're like, I got this bit of money from this thing that I've always wanted to do, and I'm doing it, and I've got a little bit of money. It's not even that much, but it's enough to show me that I can make money doing this. So if I keep doing it more consistently, I can make more. And look, maybe I'll get really rich off it, maybe not. But at this point in time, it doesn't matter. If I can like create a lifestyle around it and be a more fuller, happier human being, that's what is important. Out.